What's up, everybody? It's been a while since I posted a video, but on the eve of my 5-month diet anniversary, I felt like it was definitely an appropriate time to have a little show and tell and also share my latest tips for success. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about motivation and choosing the right plan for you. But first, check it out! This is me last July at well over 300 pounds. This is me a couple of days ago at around 218, 217, but who's counting? It's like 80 pounds in 5 months. What the heck? No way! So how do you know which plan is right for you? That's really the question, right? How do I pick? Where do I start? Here's what I've learned from my experience. Before you try to pick what plan is right for you, you have to determine what's driving you. What is your motivation? What is your one thing? What is your reason for doing it in the first place? Because if you don't have something driving you throughout the entire process, anytime things get tough or discouraging, you'll just quit. And that's what I did. Well, about a year and a half ago, I started the same plan I'm on now. I lost about 45 pounds, and then I just gave up. I just self-sabotaged my everything and just didn't want to continue because I didn't have the right motivation. I didn't have the right starting point, I guess. And it took me almost 2 years before I got to that point again. So you have to have that before you even go anywhere. The second thing is, how much work are you willing to put in? You've seen me post my food prep pictures of, chopping all my veggies and cooking my meat ahead of time. I do that at least once a week, and I used to spend all day. It was exhausting and it was a lot of work, but now it only takes me about 30 minutes to an hour depending on how much I cook, and that food lasts me the entire week. So it's like preparing my own frozen dinners, and everything's cooked raw and fresh, and so it's clean eating. So the question of how much work are you willing to put in, you definitely have to be willing to do those things. And honestly, the best way to ask that question is, how bad do you want it? I can sit and fantasize all day long about how much better life would be, but if I don't love myself enough to believe that I'm really worth whatever my goal is, or fed up enough with the way things are now, I'm not going to do it. Simple as that. I'm not going to do it. Number 3, what is your budget? That's a big factor. How much are you willing to spend? How much can you spend? You really don't even have to do a diet plan. I mean, you could literally just decide to start eating healthier, cut out sodas first and then start drinking more water. Or instead of things that come in a box, start cooking your food fresh. Those 2 things right there will cut out so much fat and sugar out of your diet, you'll drop weight immediately. And if you are willing to invest a little bit more and you want to take, herbal supplements like I do, or there's, a protein shake or some sort of plan where you can go to meetings, there are so many different things to choose from. You really just have to figure out, what you want, what the end goal is, like I said before, and what you're willing to put into it. I think the best way for me to really compare that is, how much was I spending on my unhealthy habits? I was spending anywhere from $200 to $400 every month just eating out. Junk food, drive-thrus, and I was blowing through my cash, and then I would come down to, $30 or $40 for the end of the paycheck, and I would have to run to the store, and then I would just get more junk food. And that was how I lived, and it was bad on my finances and on my body. It was terrible. So if I was willing to spend that much on unhealthy habits, then I could spend either just as much or most likely less. I actually spend about half now on my diet stuff. So it worked for me, definitely. Number 4, where do you want to start? Meaning, if you jump out of the gate with a complete overhaul of your diet, exercise plan, quit smoking plan, financial savings plan all at once, you run the risk of overwhelming yourself. I am totally guilty of that. And then you just set yourself up for failure from the very beginning. And so, like I said earlier, pick 1 or 2 things, or maybe your biggest struggle, your biggest hurdle, pick that first. Like for me right now, it's exercise. Like I've had all the success with my eating, but now I'm totally procrastinating the exercise thing. And it's not about motivation. It's just, I just have to get my butt off the couch and go walk around the neighborhood or whatever. So it's just, you have to just do it. And then once you see the success, there's nothing that motivates you like success. Number 5, the one thing to remember, any plan will get results if you put in the work. I already said that. Simply changing your eating makes a huge difference. Do your research. Ask advice of other healthy people, shop around, and stick with it for at least 3 months. Whatever you pick, stick with it for a good 3 months, because those 3 months, that first month is just creating those habits. That second month is going to be where you start to see some results, and then the 3-month mark is really, for me anyway, that was where I really started to say, okay, I know this is working, and then you know that you won't quit because you're seeing success. And the last thing I really want to share is what I'm using. So Slim for Life is the program that I am on. It is herbal supplements, things that your doctor or a holistic doctor would prescribe, omega-3 fatty acids, ginkgo, a multivitamin, and then some fat burners to help metabolize all the stuff going on inside. There's also tons of snacks and to choose from that are great for in between meals, and that is wonderful. And then everything else I eat is food I get at the grocery store. It's all raw, and I cook it fresh. I don't buy anything in a box or a package or a frozen food section anymore unless it's a fresh frozen like a veggie. I've also recently joined up with It Works. I'm a loyal customer, and I'm loyal because it's amazing. If you've ever heard of body wraps that you would go to a salon and get, basically the concept is, instead of drinking a really gross drink for 3 days to cleanse your body of all the toxins, you put this on. So it is all these wonderful botanicals that feel all tingly on your body, and then it pushes out all the fat. So you drink a lot of water and it's like being on a cleanse, but it feels better. Doesn't have to taste bad either. And then there's defining gel. They have cellulite gel. They have facial stuff. They even have health and wellness products as well. Greens. This is really good for balancing your body and just giving you the fruit and veggie, surge that you need that a lot of us are getting every day. And Young Living essential oils. These are 100% pure. They are extracted directly from the plant or the flower. And if you think about the immune system of a plant and the things that are in there to defend that plant against the sun, against bugs, those kinds of things, imagine having all those defenses in your own body. It's awesome. This is not something that you can get at the store. Half the time, I actually bought an essential oil at the store once and it said not for internal use. Hello. Skin is the biggest organ on your body. It's going to get in there. So make sure if you're using essential oils that they are pure, and I can definitely hook you up because I'm a distributor. So that is what's going on with me. I am so excited to keep on going. My total weight loss goal is 150 pounds, so I'm over halfway there. Very exciting. And I should be in around a size 8 or 10, but ultimately it's not about size, it's not about numbers, it's not about being skinny, it's about being healthy and happy. And for me, when I have energy and when I'm able to move around without getting hurt, when I want to get up out of bed in the morning and not every single thing on my body hurts, that's healthy and happy for me. I'm active, and that's why I decided to lose weight. So hope y'all all have a great night, and I will talk to you again soon.